welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooklyn and today's video is my April wrap up, and it is a little bit late because I just haven't been filming. I don't know what it is, but I just I don't know. I've been reading, but I haven't been filming. So we're back. I've been filming reading vlogs, but yeah, I'm just a little bit behind. So I'm catching up now and we're getting into it. It's all good. And I'm excited to share with you all the books that I read in April because I had a really fun reading month. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first book I read in April was Save Me by Ashley Rostek, and this is the second book in the Witsex series. And again, this series was recommended to me by basically the bookish besties. So like Brittany, Neva, Kelsey and Rainey, they all absolutely love it, and I just needed to be a part of that. And I also read the third book, Love Me, at the end of the month. So I read the first book in March and then moved on to the second and third book, so they're the only three out at the moment. The fourth and final book is coming out in August this year, so very, very soon, and I'm very excited to read that with them as well this time because they've already all read it. But all you really need to know to make you want to read this is that there's one girl and four brothers and a killer's involved, and it's like it's like a thriller for me because I don't really read very many, I don't know, serial killer books, I guess. And I was like a bit scared at times, especially in the third book when I was reading it all alone at like 2 a.m. in the morning. And there was talk of hallways, and I have a hallway, and I was like not impressed. But other than that, I really, really enjoyed getting to know each brother individually as well, because each book gives you like a taste of each brother really, and they do a good job at separating them and making them their own person. Like they're definitely not alike each other. Like they are in some ways, but mostly they are very separate, and you can see why they all deserve a chance. Yeah, and I really liked the way it was done. Like I didn't think I would really enjoy it, but I really did. And yeah, just read it, just do it. Reverse harem, you know, I didn't know I needed it in my life, but I do. I gave Save Me 5 stars, and then I gave Love Me 4 stars because it was great. I just don't think I connected with it as much as the other ones for some reason. Then I was in the mood for some steamy romance books because I was just on that vibe, and that was kind of the whole vibe of April. It was really a romance reading month. Yeah, basically all these books are romance. I read the 2 books in the Penthouse Affair duology. I found it on Hoopla, and the covers were like sexy men, so I was like, okay. And I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. It was like just so good. Like it's so cheesy and really quick and easy to read. Like they were so short. I recommend it if you're just like looking for something to read in like a day. I gave them both like 4 stars. Continued on my reading romance month by reading some TikTok books because these have been on my shelf for a while and I needed to pick them up, and I was like, I'm just gonna read the first books of things like romance series and see how I go. So I picked up Twisted Love, and I really, really loved this. I gave it 5 stars and it was so much fun, and I'm so excited to continue on with this like companion series. And I loved both of the characters in there. At first Alex was a bit much for me, and I was like, no way in hell is this man going to convince me to like him. But we know that I get convinced very easily. So yeah, I just had a really, really good time with these characters. Her friends were amazing, and Ava as a character herself I really liked, and I liked her photography journey, and yeah, like her relationship with her brother and like things that were going on in her life as well was so interesting. Like it actually had some plot in it, which I really appreciated because it wasn't just like solely focused on the romance. There was actually a lot of plot going on, and I think it was a really good size. It was like, I don't know, it was like 330 pages, which I think is like the perfect size for a romance, and I think that they only get bigger, but I hear that they get better, so that's just so exciting, and I'm currently reading Twisted Games at the moment, so that's gonna be fun. I love this and I really recommend it if you just want something like, it's not light but it's not dark either. Yeah. I'm not very good at this. I haven't talked about books very much lately and I'm just like word vomit, you know? The next book I read was The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, and this was like a Disneyland meets sexy billionaire, amazing sunshine grumpy romance. So was Twisted Love. Very sunshine grumpy romance at the moment with me, but Rowan and Zara were so good. This one I think I enjoyed even more because of like the Disneyland aspects of it, or Dreamland as it is called in this book. I'm excited to read the rest of them. They basically follow 3 brothers, and this one follows the youngest brother. I'm pretty sure Rowan's the youngest, and then the other 2 follow the other 2, and they all have things to complete to get their inheritance from their grandfather who owned Dreamland. So yeah, he basically has to manage the park, and he finds himself working with Zara, who accidentally kind of submitted a proposal to be part of like the creators, like creating like new like rides and things to do in the park, and she submitted a proposal when she was drunk, basically shaming what has been done and that she could do so much better, and then she gets accepted in it, and yeah, it's so good. I love it. Such a fun time, and the grumpy romance is just beautiful. I loved Rowan with her family. That was specifically my favorite thing about this. Such an angry billionaire. But the way his character developed was, I think, quite natural and done in a really good way. I'm very excited to continue on with this series too. And then the last book I read in the month of April was Only a Monster by Vanessa Len, and I cannot for the life of me find this book in my house. It has not left my house. I am pretty sure of that, and I cannot find it. It wouldn't have really left this room. That's my problem, and I can't find it. But anyway, we'll find it. It's like a really nice copy, so I'm really annoyed about that. But that's okay, that's all good. This book I ended up giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it that much. I didn't really know too much about it. I listened to the audiobook as I read along with this book, and it was such a good standalone urban fantasy type thing. Like, I just did not expect to enjoy it so much because I think it's more leaning towards YA, and I haven't read a YA for quite some time, so it was nice to kind of delve back into that genre and see it done in like a really, really well done way. I find that this one is like really good to go in not knowing too much, but basically Joan has grown up her whole life being told that her family are like monsters, and she never really thought anything of it, and it was kind of told in a way that wasn't like evil, not evil monsters, but something else. And one day she is going to meet her date, and she's really excited, really likes this boy, but she comes across this man, and he's lost, and then all of a sudden something happens, and she has been like, she's lost the whole day because of this incident with this man, and she basically comes to find out that she is a monster and that she can basically time travel by stealing time away from... Did I scratch myself? This is going so great. She can basically time travel by stealing time away from others. So yes, and then there is a situation and there are monster hunters, and it's just it's a journey, and she kind of gets stuck with her enemy, and then star-crossed lovers are involved. It's the thing, and I really recommend reading it because it was just so different and I really enjoyed it, and the book was beautiful. really, that's all I have to say. I'm gonna end this now because I am slowly killing myself by talking, but I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you all had a good reading month in April, and I'm sure you'll have a great reading month in May. I'm really excited about May. I've already read like 3 books and it's like the 9th, so it's going so well already. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and comment and do all those things so I know that you're there. And if you'd like to do that, then that's great and I really appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.